Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. Now, not long ago, I made a video of the future DLC ideas that I think that it should be in this game. And you guys have gave me so much wonderful comments and response that I have to make another video discussing some future DLCs. Now, one in the comments that I read, it was a good idea is having a semi-aquatic slash wetlands pack with crocodilians, like prehistoric crocodilians, and that's something that I really want in this game, since the first one is crocodilians such as Sarcosuchus, not Dionysus, Dinosuchus, all of those stuff. So I want to make this into a series and discussing each individual DLC that could be a great addition for this game. So we're going to start off with this semi-aquatic wetlands pack, and the way I'm gonna discuss in this video is I'm gonna break it down into three parts. I'm gonna talk about what kind of add-ons that they could have in these games. I'm gonna talk about some sort of like the attractions that they could bring into this game, maybe some tools, some items, and of course I'm going to talk about what type of creatures that we are going to have in this game as well. And I'm going to make this into a series. So the first episode, we're going to talk about the Wetlands pack. And of course, what other DLCs that you guys want in the game? Comment down below, like what are other good ideas that you guys have that this game can actually bring to the table. And maybe in the future video, I could discuss that set DLC. There's a lot of potentials that we could have in this game, something that we are desperately need. But with your guys's guys's ideas, maybe we could spread it around and give Frontier some ideas that they could actually bring into the table. Who knows? But this is how what's good about this type of discussion is to actually bring awareness that there's some that we do need in this game. So in this series that I'm going to start, we're going to talk such that future DLCs ideas, and we're going to break it down with the first episode is going to be the Wetlands pack. So guys, sit back, relax, and please enjoy the video. Okay, so the first thing that we should be discussing if we're talking about a wetlands pack is, of course, water. Right? I mean, yeah, it's obvious we're gonna have water in this wetlands pack. Now, here's the thing, when you're adding a water such as this huge pool here, it's still shallow water. It's not deep water, which means any dinosaur, small or big, they could walk across the water without even getting themselves fully covered in water. They only got their feet wet. So what we need in this wetland is deeper water. Now, how is that going to contribute to a game that doesn't have deeper water to begin with? Are they just gonna add deeper water once we just pour in water and it's just gonna be deep already? Or is there another alternative for this? So here is my alternative for that. If we go to terrain, and if we lower the terrain, the ground is much deeper than the actual surface, right? Let's say if we add water. You could add water, but it's not deep water. It just brings the water down to its level. So maybe it's a good idea, or maybe some sort of option if you want to make a habitat that just wants shallow water but in a deeper terrain. But there should be another option where if you want to add water, if you lower the ground, it will automatically become deep water. That's one solution that I could bring, that we could actually have deep water. Now, the second one is, of course, swimming. That's another kind of kettle of fish because there's another addition to animation that the developers have to do to actually make, and that takes time, that takes effort, and of course that takes money. So even with a DLC, possibly a small DLC, would swimming be included? In all honesty, I hope so. I mean, it's a big part if you want to have a Wetlands DLC pack, but I don't think it is necessary to have a lot of dinosaurs or all of the dinosaurs swim. Maybe we could have at least 10 dinosaurs that are contribute to swimming, such as the hadrosaurs like Parasaurolophus, and of course the Spinosaurid family like Spinosaurus, Baryonyx, and Suchomimus. I feel like those guys make sense for them to actually be swimming. And then, of course, you have dinosaurs such as the Ankylosaurus, which I'm pretty sure they do swim, but they're not built for swimming. So you don't have them, have them swimming if they don't, if they don't feel fit to swim. That's the only solution that I could think of, that if we could have swimming. We only have 90 plus dinosaurs, and that is a lot, and that is a lot to animate swimming. Now, I'm not a computer developer or programmer. I don't know any about that stuff. It might be easy to add swimming, but this is a little thing that have the developers not to work too much on one animation just for swimming alone. Or what else they could do is to separate them in individual updates. For example, we could have like 10 dinosaurs in the first update and they could be swimming, and then in the next update, they could bring 10 more dinosaurs. So that way they don't need a rush and program or animate every single species in swimming. But I feel like this is should be more important, is to have deep water and swimming in this wet DLC pack. Tell me what you guys think and let me know down in the comments below. But we'll move on to our second add-on. Okay, the second one we should discuss is the decorations and the items for this game. Now, we do have some nice water items such as this fountain, and this fountain, and this fountain, and this fountain. We have a lot of good fountains here. So, why not we continue with this and make more fountains, like different type of fountains? We also have these decorations for our lagoons, such as this fountains or this thing. Now, another attraction that I would love to see is some sort of boat ride or like a gyrosphere ride that actually can go to water. Now, it can go into water if we ride the gyrosphere. So if we go ahead and ride the gyrosphere, it can step foot into water, but why not have it at like an actual attraction where we could have guests go into some sort of a river ride, boat ride, or all of that has to include water. So that's something that I would love to see in this game, is some sort of boat ride. But the biggest one I really want to talk about is waterfalls. Waterfalls. That's like everyone's wish list since the first game. Actually, in matter of fact, it should have been in the first game. So why are we still lacking on something that I could clearly see a waterfall here? Now, it doesn't need to be precise, but I'm gonna show you something. Where is it? Okay, so we're gonna look at this fountain really quick. Okay, let's go to first person. This is a fountain, but what does this fountain kinda resembles a little bit? It looks like a waterfall, right? Just imagine this thing 20 times bigger. Then you have yourself a waterfall right there. problem solved. Just make this thing bigger. You got yourself a waterfall. That's all I have to say. It's not hard to get a waterfall. You actually got a waterfall here. Just expand the size and boom, we got ourselves a waterfall. I don't need a natural looking waterfall. I just need a waterfall for my habitat. So Frontier, please, can we get a waterfall? Please. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. Okay, so our last thing we're going to talk about is obviously the creatures. What to expect? How many are we going to have? Well, judging by the previous DLC, the limit is four. But I'm hoping that we do get more than four, possibly five or six. But right now, I have a list of five creatures that could be a potential Wetlands DLC, and obviously are the Super Crocs. The two that I picked is of course, Deinosuchus and Sarcosuchus. I feel like those two are very well known, very popular. Sarcosuchus for me is my favorite out of the two, but having two of them wouldn't hurt anyone. So having Sarcosuchus and Deinosuchus could be an easy potential addition. Another one I could see it happening is, of course, our feathery duck-bill goose, the Dinocyrus. Now, a Dinocyrus is also a dinosaur that has been heavily requested, and it's become much more well known since prehistoric planet just arrived, and Dinocyrus is an associate with water, obviously. So, and if we also get some swimming, we could see the creature swimming and all of that good stuff. So I feel like Dinocyrus should be in that list. Another one that I felt like was a good idea is some sort of prehistoric amphibian. And the one that I'm thinking about in the top of my head right now is none other than Kulasuchus. I heard of Kulasuchus back in Walking with Dinosaur, and it's a weird looking salamander like creature that pretty much spends most of its days in water anyway. So again, if we do have deep water, you could make a habitat having Kulasuchus there. So that's four. And the the fifth one, right? I'm into my fifth one. The fifth one that I have in my list is another dinosaur and another well known, well, not too well known that its cousin, the Parasaurolophus, but Saurolophus. Saurolophus is a smaller version of a Parasaurolophus, and a lot of people would remember Parasaurolophus on the animated movie The Land Before Time, Ducky. Yes, Ducky is a Saurolophus, not a Parasaurolophus. And there's something, again, I said in my DLC is that the lack of herbivores, or not herbivores, hadrosaurs in this game. We do need more hadrosaurs, and Saurolophus would be a good addition. And of course, we do need more medium-sized herbivores in this game. So, look at this. Hold up. Look at these baryonyx are idolizing this Spinosaurus. I need a picture. Okay, I'm back. They're still looking at that Spinosaurus. They're looking at that Spinosaurus for a good minute. But anyways, Saurolophus, and those are my five picks. I'm hoping we do get more. Like there's some notable choices like the Nothosaurus, but I have a feeling that if we're gonna have Nothosaurus, it's going to be in a Camp Cretaceous pack. I mean, I feel. Um, Pretty sure I'm missing like a few, but those are my picks. The Deinosuchus, Sarcosuchus, Kulasuchus, Dinocyrus, and Saurolophus. But please let me know down in the comments what else should be in this wetlands park. I really want to know. I really want to know what your guys' dinosaurs or any amphibian or wetland creatures that could be in this pack. But those are my list. Um, yeah, this is the Wetlands DLC pack, and guys, I'm hoping that we could actually talk about more. I really want to go into depth for some other DLCs that could be in this game, Jurassic World Evolution 2. I think the next video that I want to tackle is the Cenozoic pack. Now that's a lot of requests that having Cenozoic animals in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So I think that's what I'm going to discuss in a future video. But guys, this is the end of the video. Please let me know what you think about this potential DLC. What ideas that you guys want to share, drop it down in the comments. But this is the end for me. Like the video if you like it, subscribe to see more Jurassic World Evolution 2 content, and I'll see you guys in the next build. So thank you guys for watching.